Alrighty-o, and this is another podcast episode from the Bibi and Peter Show. Welcome back. And here we go with a fun-packed episode. Bibi, punch it in.
Hi,
Take it
punch
away.
it in.
Yes,
I
punch
don't
it
know.
in.
What did you have for breakfast? You sound like you
Water, Kai juice,
eat. What?
magical water.
Oh my
What?
God. Okay.
What you're doing today, Bibi? You sound so, I don't know, off. What's happening?
I'm a bit distracted. I had my head stuck in a book
In a book?
because yes,
Are you
if
like?
you know,
Are you from the medieval
no,
era or
I'm
something?
just I'm a bookworm. I love
Really?
getting stuck in a book, don't you?
Hmm. Yeah, I kind of
No.
stopped that a long time ago when the internet was invented. But anyways,
Exactly. So exactly this. And guys, today we're talking about bookworms and World Book Day because Peter, who obviously didn't know this because he's not a bookworm, book World Book Day just passed, right? And I thought it's a good topic to talk about actual books that people don't really read anymore because everyone has
actual.
become like
Can you define actual books? Can you define actual books, Bibi? Because I'm a
okay,
little bit confused.
book. Okay, so an actual book is a book that you can hold in your hand and you can feel the pages and you can smell the book and you get the feel of a library and it's not electronic.
Why do you
Basically,
want
it's
to?
not
Why,
an ebook.
why do you
It's
want to
not an
smell something,
audio book.
Bibi? Why do you want to smell something before you read it? Is that what you do? You smell stuff?
Oh,
That's weird.
talking about, I remember you clearly saying you have an issue with scent, like you need to smell good things. I remember you saying
Mm.
that. So yeah,
But
be careful
pheromones,
what you say.
pheromones. Yeah,
Okay, let's not get
pheromones.
into that. Talking about books. Okay, stop right there. We're not getting into that, Peter. Right. So, so it's not about the smell of the book. It's like the entire ambiance of having a book and
Oh,
maybe
nice word.
snuggling. Yes, ambiance. I think a lot of people know what ambiance is like. I think it's Spanish. It's a bit similar. I don't know in Portuguese or other languages, but ambiance is like the
Climate,
atmosphere that something creates, right?
the climate, right?
Yeah, the atmosphere, right? So, a book, when you hold it and it's not electronic, first of all, you're not getting the negative effects of a blue light. You're not getting overstimulated with the blue light.
I
And
get
you
it.
get to read it, you get to turn the pages, you get the smell of the book. Hopefully it's like one you buy from bookstore and not something you like 100 years old from the library. Not that I have
Which
anything
smell?
against
But which smell do you prefer, Bibi? Do you prefer the smell of a new book or an old book?
it's just I think they all have a book has a smell. I can't explain it, but any book has the smell of the paper. The smell. Come on.
What kind of relationship do you have with books, Bibi? Please, can you describe this relationship? I think your
I
husband will
have
get. I think your husband's going to get jealous about your relationship with books. Sorry.
you know, he actually is. He gets very annoyed when my head is stuck in a book because do not talk to me. I'm like in a different world. Like, do not talk to me. Do not ask me a question. I will just bite your head off. So, do you know what bite your head off means? Yeah. Do you know that?
I'm
No
not
expression.
sure if I want. I'm not sure if I want to know. But anyways, can you explain it?
Okay. Bite your head off means like you just start shouting or getting angry with someone for frustrating you. So I basically bite his head off if he distracts me or annoys me while I'm reading. And that is why I entered the podcast today, like a bit out of sorts. Remember, we've done out of sorts before when like you're not yourself. Because I was really into a good book. And then I was like, oh, I've got to meet Peter. Yeah. So
Well, Bibi, I really admire your infatuation with books. I find it admirable. Um, but
Admirable,
but
okay.
I can't. It really doesn't resonate with me. I'm really into audiobooks. I've audio. So, guys, just for a quick footnote, American says audio, and British says. Wait,
Audio.
maybe. There we go. Just for you guys to know
Audio.
this. Okay. Um, so I have a hard time, and I think a lot of people will be able to identify. I can't I can't sit still and focus on a book. I can't. I just get so
Mm.
distracted.
There is
Um,
there
but I
definitely. Mm,
but I love books,
yeah.
Phoebe. I do love books. I've been an Advent reader since.
Avid. Avid reader.
Thank you. Advent
Avid.
reader.
Avid.
Advent. Can you spell that
No,
for me,
not
Phoebe? 'Cause I prefer
advert.
no,
ABID. So not advert. Avid.
Ad,
ABID. Avid.
Avid.
Avid
Got it.
reader.
Avid.
Is
Oh, thank
yeah.
you, Phoebe.
So
You're
okay.
always
So
helping me,
Peter,
Phoebe.
my question to you is, can you really define an ebook as a book? Because there's no pages to share it to.
Of course you
Just
can, Phoebe. It has the
you
same
just
effect.
read. It doesn't. Oh my
It has the
God.
same effect.
Okay. Right.
Phoebe, I
We
will,
almost
but ebook is different than an audiobook, Phoebe. An ebook is a digital
one
version.
and the same thing. One and
An
the same thing. I'm sorry.
audiobook is just listening. You're just listening. And have someone
Both are
narrating.
electronic. Both are electronic. Both are giving you. It's not stimulating your five senses,
What
and
five
that's the
senses?
entire.
Just because you can smell it doesn't mean that it's not. I mean, you don't have to smell everything, Bibi. You don't have to. You don't have to go. I mean, you're not a beagle that you
Okay,
have to
come
go
on.
through life and
I'm
smell
sure
everything.
someone in our listeners would agree with me on this. So, like, we have a minute to go, right? But
Uh,
I want our listeners to engage with us on this, right? So, Peter, you need to put a question in. Do they prefer audiobooks or the actual book, right? So, guys, the actual book means the book where you can hold it. You physically have a book. And I know one environmentalist is going to come up and tell us that the actual book
Less
is not good for
trees,
the environment. Yeah, exactly.
of
But then
course, of
again,
course.
we should stop traveling by airplanes because that's also not good for the environment, right? So I think we should choose our battles. Choose your battles. Do you know that
I don't
expression? Choose your
know.
battles.
I don't know, Bibi.
Tell the listeners what it means. Choose your battles. What does choose your battles mean?
Well, you have to be selective to, which battles you want to fight. I mean, you cannot just
Exactly.
try to embrace the world and
Try to
fight
save the world from
everything.
everything. Exactly. So
So,
yeah.
but baby, it's not so much about, saving the world in my case. It's mostly about just being engaged in a book.
Convenient.
It's being engaged in the book. So I much rather prefer listening to the book while I'm running or while I'm out washing the dishes than sitting
Podcast,
down.
Peter. Not reading. You cannot.
But I read
cannot
anyways.
categorize that.
But I read.
It's reading.
I read all the time. I read all the time. I read articles. I read blogs. I mean, I don't need more reading. I mean, I'm getting tired of reading. It's like I'm stuck to a screen 24/7. The last thing I want is to read a
Oh
book.
my God. Precisely. Exactly my point.
Mm.
You are stuck to a screen. So by reading an actual book, you're moving away from a screen. You're having your five senses engaged in reading a
But you're
book.
not listening.
You're creating.
But baby, you're smelling a book. You are
You can
reading
read
the
to
book,
yourself
but you're
loud.
not listening.
You read, sometimes if the paragraph is really good, I have to be honest. If the paragraph is really, really juicy is like very very interesting. And then I'm like, okay, I need to hear this. And then I read it out loud and I'm like, ah, oh my goodness. Like,
If your
oh,
husband,
wow.
if your husband is listening to this, BB, he'll probably he'll probably have a book burning session there.
He's wanted to have a book burning session for a long time. It's like you get so vested in these books and it's so annoying and you just want to bite my head off. And I was like, yes, this is my time. Like,
Okay, guys,
into my space. Okay, yes.
just
Yeah.
before we say bye to the listener, I just want us to quickly have a book push. And I want each of us to choose one book and just quickly recommend to the listener. You first.
Oh God, Peter, do not put me on the spot like this. I do not read very. Okay, let's see. 48 laws of human nature. 48 laws of human nature.
The
I
what?
think that's the 48 laws of human nature.
48 Laws of Human Nature. Who's the author?
Yeah.
No.
God, you got me now. No, I can't remember. It's just one of the really good psychology books, but
It's like a self-help.
48 laws of power. I think it's 48 laws of power. How about you, Peter? What book?
Mine is The Mountain Is You by Brianna Viest. The Mountain
God,
Is You.
you just had to
Amazing.
choose something. Okay, quickly tell us, what is it about?
It's about self-sabotaging, and it's just about why we do things, and how we can stop doing, those things that that's bad for us. And it's actually just kind of having a better relationship, improving the relationship with yourself. If you feel that your relationship with yourself stinks, and you want to improve your self-image and your intrapersonal relationship, it's an excellent book.
Okay, so it's all about working from within to get something good for your outer self. Great.
Yeah.
Okay, so I found it. It's The Concise Laws of Human Nature by Robert Greene.
Awesome.
So it basically tells you the different personalities out there and how to manage everyone without biting someone's head off. Just as long as they don't get into your space when you're reading a book. Yeah. But okay, let's wrap up, Peter. It was wonderful to talk to you again.
Well,
I really like you, but I love my book more, so I'm going to get back to my book now. Thank you. Bye.
Bye-bye, baby. See you. Bye-bye.